Today, we're going to talk all about the Wi-Fi and the technology on board of the Carnival Celebration. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Welcome to my messy desk area here in the office. Want to get some videos done, so I figured I'd pop on the old camera and talk about the Wi-Fi and technology on board of the Carnival Celebration. Just got off the ship a few weeks ago and finishing out the videos. This is usually one of the last videos I do, and I actually enjoy talking about technology. This time I wanted to get into a few different features. I get questions on these videos a lot. It's funny, this is one of the fewest watch. Every time I go on a cruise and I do the Wi-Fi technology video, it's one of the lowest watched videos. But there's a lot of engagement because a lot of people have questions. I think the people that do watch it are really interested in it, where maybe some people just don't care about it, so this video doesn't get watched a lot. So I'm going to talk about some things and go into a little more detail than usual. So let's talk about the technology on board the ship. First, there's really nothing crazy on board the ship. There are no interesting technological installations that you could use or anything that I feel like ramps it up. Again, one of my biggest things is Princess, which is owned by Carnival, has the medallion. And somehow Carnival and Holland don't use this technology, even though they're all the same company. It would seem so simple to make that part of everything, but I guess it's something special for Princess, so they keep it. So the app in and of itself, I don't love the app pre-cruise. In order to do anything on the app pre-cruise, you're basically beholden to leaving the app and going to the website. So I don't love that. I don't love the experience of keep leaving. I find it difficult to find things in different places. And I think most cruise line apps are like that. Royal Caribbean to me is still the gold standard for apps. Norwegian has gotten better. I'm going to be using that one for my next cruise, not my next cruise, but a cruise coming up in April. So I'll talk more about that then. But on the app itself, once you get on the ship, I find the app to be very serviceable. You can make dining reservations. It does have my favorite dining reservation feature where you can check in for the main dining room, for brunch, for any of the specialty restaurants, or even the somewhat free ones like Chibang and Cucina del Capitano. You could check in and basically get in the queue. It'll tell you when your table's ready. It pops up the table number, so you just basically walk up and show them your phone, and they take you right to your table. That does cause a lot of confusion. The olive branch of technology has not reached all the different demographics of people yet. So it does create a little bit of confusion, but if you can figure it out on your phone, and again, I think this is why more and more people are starting to carry their phones and do different things. Look, it's pervasive in society at this point. Even if you walk around a cruise ship, you see everyone on their phone. If you're waiting for a show, everyone's on TikTok or Instagram. It's getting to be more and more pervasive. So the internet needs to keep up with that. It's not keeping up, I don't think, yet, but it's better than it used to be. So I'll give you that. Let's talk about the Wi-Fi on board. Very easy to connect. One of the big questions I always get asked is, can you switch devices? On Carnival, you absolutely can. You can sign up for one device. You can just keep logging in and out. I've done it. I did it. I had one device on this one. I had premium, one device. I had my laptop and my iPad and my phone. And anytime I needed to do something, for the most part, 90% of the time, the Wi-Fi was on my phone. I didn't really mess with it. But there were times I had to do something for work where I actually had to hit the internet. So I would switch and log onto there, and I downloaded a couple shows. So I ran out of some stuff to watch, so I hooked it up to my iPad at some point and downloaded a few things. All of that worked pretty well. If you're just checking email and you're doing simple things like that, I find the internet to be definitely serviceable and it works fine. I had a huge issue on this cruise with Wi-Fi calling. And I don't know if it's me or if it's my cell phone plan or something. I switched to T-Mobile a few cruises ago, and I don't remember this happening before. But generally speaking, what I do is I go into airplane mode, keep my Wi-Fi on, connect to the ship's Wi-Fi so you don't get any charges. And then from there, I can use Wi-Fi calling, and it seems to work flawlessly. In this last cruise, I could not use Wi-Fi calling. I couldn't text Android phones. I have an iPhone. So I don't know what it was. When I got back, I called T-Mobile and they said, no, you just have to shut cellular off and it'll work. So I have to test that before my next cruise in a few weeks, but we shall see. But I don't know. It may have been Carnival. It may have been T-Mobile. The verdict is still out. I'll let you know on my next one. But that did not work on this cruise. But everything else was fine. My biggest complaint is, for some reason, iMessage and any text messages where you're sending a photo is just basically unusable. It takes 15, 20 minutes to send the photo. It will fail. You'll have to send it as a text message. It's a little bit of a nightmare if you're sending pictures and stuff to people back home. But again, not a deal breaker. Most people I find aren't doing a ton of things on their phone, so it's fine. If you're sending email back and forth, seems to work pretty well. Everything I needed to do for work. Email's slow. It's definitely so slow to get it. Some things don't open all the way. It takes a long time for you to like download the full message, but it was definitely serviceable for this trip. Again, I'd never recommend streaming. Like I hear people say all the time, I'm going on the cruise, I just stream YouTube TV, or I have YouTube TV, I stream Netflix. I never have a good experience with that. I have a brand new iPhone. I have the 16 Pro Max. I have a brand new iPad-ish. My computers are new. Streaming never works for me. So I don't know. It buffers. It's never a great experience. And people are like, I do it all the time. Works great. Doesn't work for me. So I download everything ahead of time. Even watching some YouTube or TikTok, it'll start getting a little fuzzy as well too. But for the most part, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, those things work pretty well while you're on the ship. And I think that's just about it with the technology. Remember, you're not allowed to use a router or anything like that, or an access point. I guess you technically could try, and sometimes they'll take them. They'll come to your room and take them. It's just not worth it for me. I don't want to deal with the stress of that, so I don't do it. Also, you can't share from your phone to a device. So you can't use your phone as a hotspot via the Wi-Fi. That's blocked. VPN is blocked. When I say VPN, I mean things like NordVPN, ExpressVPN, those type of things. If you have a professional VPN for work, like a Cisco VPN that you have to connect to on your computer to do work, that may work, but your mileage may vary on that. I would definitely test that to see as soon as you get on the ship to see if it works. Otherwise, you may need to come up with a secondary idea if you have to work that way. That is it on the Wi-Fi on the internet. If you have any questions, please put them below. I'm happy to answer questions. And it seems like this is a video where people do wind up having some questions and need some information. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We would love for you to subscribe to the channel. We put out a cruise video just about every day. We are just trying to give you the best information possible about cruising, so you can plan on going on an amazing cruise vacation. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy cruising. Bye.